One of the other projects that we've been having some issues with the infrastructure as far as the water and sewer. We are planning, they came up Friday of last week, I think, started getting some estimates on that. And that's just with our boiler room. The old system, it's the same as the cameras, you know, just like in your house, there's things that break, there's things that begin to leak. And we're trying to get all of those things fixed and back the way that they were in their original state, which is a great task when you've got 250 inmates that you're working around in a facility that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not like we can just shut down for the weekend and work on stuff. So it is challenging to try to work when you're having to work. One of the things that we've accomplished is we now have a body scanner. So everyone that is booked into our facility, they are scanned for any type of drugs or weapons, anything like that. Even if the officer out here on the street does a pat down of these individuals, the drugs that we're seeing now, it's such a small amount can do so much harm. You know, someone could have it hit anywhere. Even inside their body cavity. So that's where the scanner comes in as a huge asset for us. Since the scanner has been put in place, we have stopped multiple entries into our facility of illicit drugs. And anytime you can keep it from coming in, you reduce the risk of someone possibly overdosing, certainly someone getting high. So we're very happy about the scanner. Thankfully, the scanner was something that we paid for with grant funds. We're thankful that no tax dollars had to go into that. The whole system, everything from the renovation of the room and everything, it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $100,000. It's stopped multiple individuals. We would scan them and say, what is this? And then once we find it, we charge them with introduction of contraband into a penal facility. So we're not only just keeping the drugs from coming in, we're prosecuting the individuals that are trying to slip the drugs in. The jail is very much just like our community. If we are able to prove a crime, we're going to prosecute that crime. Just because they're in jail doesn't mean there's not rules and laws they have to live by.
Hold up and stuff, so we'll just turn here, just a few seconds, it will reach their temperature. And of course that's information that medical needs to make sure we're not sick. As you can see, the very, very, very small amount of radiation. Someone can be scanned hundreds of times a year and it not affect them. The reading comes over the screen here as they're standing there, and of course it's downloaded on the system to where that if something happens, we can always go back and say, did we miss something, or did we find what we were looking for? If we have someone and they're just adamant that they do not have anything on their person, then we put them in a cell, it's called a dry cell. If we are confident that there's no doubt that this individual has some type of illegal narcotics in their body cavity, I have discussed that with the judge, and he has said that he would issue a search warrant if they were not willing to give it up. So, of course, he would want to see the scan and all of that, but when we explain to them, we're getting ready to take you to the hospital and they're going to remove this from you, they would rather remove it themselves. So this has been a great tool in keeping the drugs out of our facility. I'm just thankful that it was purchased with grant funds.